Mhm.
This is what I look like when I'm whiting out the answers on my quiz.
You shouldn't put that stuff on your screen, really.
What stuff on your screen?
Whiteout. He's putting whiteout on his screen.
That's one
That's
way to get
one.
zits off.
Whiteout's not even a thing anymore.
That's probably true.
I don't think Amelie will never know what whiteout is.
Poor dear.
I get you,
Yeah.
Michael.
Hi. We
How
went
are
to
you?
Oh,
the
boss.
Ukrainian last night.
How's
They
that?
came to the Ukrainian ballet came to Camp Verde, Arizona. You believe it?
What?
Um,
So I'm
no.
surprised.
It was awesome.
Did you invite them personally?
No, I mean they asked me to dance, but I was too busy.
That doesn't look like Rimrock.
That's
It
amazing.
was rimrock. Anyway, sorry I didn't have time to put a tie on. It was tieless Monday. Where's Nick? Where's his homework?
My
Haven't seen
homework
him.
is here. Welcome to Xuanzang's Tower. It's me and Gibson, so everybody knows. Uh, Here we go. I have homework, I think. Hold on. There it is. Okay. It was about a month ago, so hopefully some of you remember what we covered. If not, that's okay. We'll figure this all out together. We're just working through it. This first one I think should be easy for those of us who have studied the middle way a bit. Please explain how the proof that things are neither one nor many establish that everything is empty of truly existing.
I'm
Go for
exempt
it.
from homework, right?
You do not have to answer, especially this one.
Yay.
But I think that we have enough folks here who'd be willing to
is
take a shot
is
at it.
is this thing about things are not really existing because they're really one, nor really many,
Right? That's a good start. Totally.
and that they are not really one because they have parts.
Yeah, good. Good, nice. They're not really many because
They are not even one, really one.
close. I think you're on the right track. Can you state it a little bit?
There a way to get the sound to
Yeah, he just opened his microphone.
okay.
Said he's open his mic.
All right.
You can come up here.
Yeah, too many, no,
I
no
think
more
what
than
he
one
was
mic open on near Tim's couch, please.
I think what he was trying to say was that it follows that without one, there's no many.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. How can you have many one things that don't really exist? Great. Would anybody like to take a shot at sharing the name of this proof in the source language that we're studying?
Cheek to gel.
Did you say would I like to shoot somebody?
What?
Uh, Rebecca says cheater down.
Yeah, good. Does anybody know the full? What Chichujal is kind of a nickname. Does anybody know? It's
Wait,
not
how
much.
much money was that? How much money did you offer, Nick?
Either one or many monies.
Or none?
Self-existent or otherwise?
Yeah, however many self-existent monies are in the world, I'm going to give that all to the person who answers.
Is it Chikdang Duma Drelwa?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Chikdang Drill Kitensik. I think sometimes it's Duma.
Okay.
So yes, that was right. That was the answer.
What's the famous misspelling?
TU,
Yeah,
because
Chiktuja. Yeah,
people think that it's a La Dun particle, but it's really short for Duma.
exactly. I'll give you 100 cents.
All the sense I have is thanks to you, Geshe Michael.
I know. It's so generous.
Common sense or
Incense.
Mhm.
I need to come visit Arizona.
Yeah.
Soon enough.
We got the ballet. Now we're sophisticated.
Yeah, okay, then I can come. That's why I'm drinking this smart water. All right. Please explain what Gyaltsab J is talking about when he says, without a foundation, there is nothing to rest upon that foundation. This is kind of like what much of my last class was about after we finished the proof of one or many. So I just thought we could have some fun to try to remember.
Without a thing, there could not be the emptiness of that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's partly, I mean, that's what we said when we were talking about this part. He was talking about something specific. He was trying to describe that there was no, I mean, that's true. That's true. And can you remember, Oscar, what he was trying to describe or what this section is describing?
Like the emptiness. Oh no, I don't remember.
Yeah, it's like you're almost saying it. It's very much almost what you said.
Whether physical form is empty of existing in truth by nature or not.
Yeah, close. I mean, that's it. You're onto it. It's like we were talking about whether, so if a self-existent thing doesn't exist through any nature, or if a thing doesn't exist through any nature of its own, does the fact that things don't exist through any nature of their own exist through some nature of its own?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be.
That's one way to go with it. So you can, but I can be quiet, but it's my class, so I won't. He is responding to a question about whether or not the fact that physical form has no nature of its own exists through any nature of its own.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That
if there's
makes sense.
nothing existing through any
Nice-
nature of its own,
Nice
then-
spelling. Nice spelling. Difficult spelling.
oh yes, I answered the question for you. The source language for
Yeah.
that ten me na tempa me pa.
Good.
Does wisdom and please feel free to answer everyone, including you, Paula. I just does wisdom, an antidote to ignorance, smash and destroy self-existing things?
No.
Rob
Yeah.
says no.
Good, Rob. I heard that. Yeah, it doesn't. Why not?
They don't exist.
They don't exist. How can you
Yeah,
smash it?
that's right. That's right.
It's like lowering my salary.
But there's more to it. How does anybody remember how Nagarjuna and then his commentator Gyaltsab J answer it? It's not exactly that. And actually, this is to be fair to all of us, especially me, this is a paragraph that we were kind of stuck on, kind of confused on before we finished the class.
Was that the
I'm gonna just show it. There. He seems to be saying this is so Geshe Michael, we can look at this section again today or someday. Master Nagarjuna seems to be saying that if the remedy destroys a self-existent thing, causing it to become non-existent, then how could something ever be destroyed? Because the moment the remedy itself is no longer self-existent, it no longer exists. so couldn't destroy anything. This is a super confusing section. It seemed like Nagarjuna was saying that if like the fact that things aren't there, if emptiness were self-existent, then it couldn't exist because what emptiness does to things is if it made them non-existent.
That's okay. I'm not sure that's what it said, but that's
Okay.
also okay.
Yeah. I was doing some research on it. I was really working on it. I don't know. Does anybody know what? Oh, sorry.
About pulverized or something, smashed to dust.
Smash with a hammer.
Yep. Smashed with a hammer. Smashed with a hammer. Okay. Very good. Very good.
Nice. So
Thank
far,
you.
so good.
Let's see. Oh, I gotta stop this share. And you gave me some homework.
Yeah.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. There it is. Okay, can you guys see my screen all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It could be widened.
Okay, like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I think you asked me, Geshe Michael, to start here and then go down through some information that you posted about, that you pasted into the text about the 14 unanswerable questions.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Nice.
And where we were just coming from was that this one here, where it said that the 62 wrong views can be summarized into the 14 extremes, when some others started by asking the teacher if the self or the world have an end or something like that.
Yeah. What's the ngapa here? Ngapa gashiki. Shinki ngapa.
I don't know. And this was I don't know what that ngapa is, and I didn't this wasn't part of my homework, so I didn't massage it thoroughly. But I'm glad you brought that up. Was it like or like at some point in the past people asked him that, like some earlier students?
Ngapa usually means earlier Tibetans who are a favorite attack object of Tsongkhapa.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Yeah. But still the key after Shen shouldn't be instrumental then. It's tempting to think they took it from the top of the Sangha, but you know, yeah. It doesn't quite make sense. Something's wrong with it. Yeah. Maybe it's Sheng, could be Shengi Depa Gashiki. I don't know. Okay.
I'll look it up after class.
Okay.
All right. Because I left it out because I was also thoroughly confused by it.
Yeah, the rest of the sentence makes sense. The rest of the sentence is okay. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then here's where my homework.
Okay, Kangichina Kishimi Kitchen. Her response relating to her.
There were some technical terms going on in here.
Yeah, he doesn't say anything here about inherent.
Yeah, I was trying to, and I'm glad to have the chance to do this. Kiechi, Epa, and Kiecha, like translating them literally is super confusing. So I was like trying to understand what they mean and then trying to use language to translate them what I think they mean.
Oh, it just means apple and red color. Okay.
Okay.
Apple is Geshe, the thing with the quality, and K is the red color. So it means the thing that has the quality and the quality itself. That's
Okay.
all. Yeah.
Okay. So relating
Yeah.
to feature.
The thing that has the quality and the quality that it has. Okay. That's all. Which
Okay.
is to say, you can't say emptiness is, you can't even say emptiness is self-existent if emptiness according to you means nothing. Okay.
So something like basis for the I could say feature and basis for the feature. Provisionally.
Yeah, you could say the thing which has the nature and the nature which it has, or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll come back and play with that. Things.
Now, what's the sentence say then?
Well, he's saying that
it would be weird to Lung Temba.
I think Lung Temba in this context means respond or answer.
Or give a clarification, maybe, or make a pronouncement. Make a pronouncement.
Pronouncement, okay.
Yeah, it would be weird to make a pronouncement about a quality which didn't apply to anything. Okay, that's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. To make a pronouncement, and then he said something like,
yeah, and that's why what?
That's why he didn't answer when they asked him the 14th.
Yeah, that's why there were a certain list of questions that he refused to answer. Okay. Yeah, that's what happens in our translation classes when people refuse to answer homework. They just they see so deep into it, they don't want to. It's not appropriate to give an answer to.
That's probably what it is. They see that I am going to misunderstand their response no matter what they say.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then the second half here is easy.
Well, it would be inappropriate because he's in the context of teachings based on the absence of self. Since he's just talking about how things have no nature of their own, and then the person asking the question thinks that things do have their own nature, and they're asking as if things had their own nature, then it wouldn't make sense for him to try to answer in that context.
The only part that, if I help you with one part, you'll be okay. They were Nudumirunwa.
Yeah, they weren't worthy vessels.
To teach what?
The true nature of things.
Yeah, it was
empty.
They
How
weren't
things are empty of existing
appropriate people. Yeah, they weren't appropriate people to teach that the Dak Mepa, and they weren't appropriate people to teach that the Skandhas were Ranshigi Madrupa.
Yeah.
And he Sikh is always a
honorific,
high honorific.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it has to be like Chenrei Singh. So it has to be applying to.
Yeah, the Buddha. He saw that they were They were not worthy vessels for teaching it.
Yeah. Therefore he lumed. Yeah, he refused to clarify.
Yeah.
Yeah, he refused making a decision either way. Cool.
Totally. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Here come the 14.
Yeah, I went looking for them and I got something, but this is probably the closest you'll get. Do you want to have someone read it, Nick, the big print?
Yeah, sure.
You already worked on it. Yeah, have someone read it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. I heard Rob's voice. Come on up. Are you getting around easier now, Rob?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
I'm eating for him mainly.
Here, right?
No, big letters.
Dear Ta.
Oh, down here?
Sorry.
Yep. Dear Ta.
Dear
I decided to break up with you.
Dear Ta. Is that Jepa or Yepa?
Yeah, Tachepala.
Chop Chepala. Chi
Rope.
Rolpe Rang
Chang Song.
Trang Song
Yeah.
Ga Shik. Is that Ga?
Nga.
Nga Shik Gi Tawa Nan Na Druk
Ganyen Nga Du.
Nen Na Druk.
Keep going.
Oh. I don't know.
Chu
Su
Chu
Sa Chu Chutsa Ni Don Chen Chu
Chu
Sheer Du Ne Tumbala Shupa. Is that it? Is that right?
Shupa.
Nick?
Yep.
Shupa Yinla.
Nice.
I keep going.
No, that's it. Right?
Yeah, something's wrong. There's something wrong with Tibetan here.
Yeah, that nga,
Gosh,
right? I ignored it.
It's a PA. The NGA is a PA.
That makes
Okay.
sense. Yeah.
All right. Can you? Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
can
Tawa
fix it.
Nyamba Chutsani. Yeah, it's a PA, which is
Oops.
refreshing. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, good. Okay. Yeah. Now it makes sense. Yeah. Okay. And the 56 is wrong.
Right.
So now you can wipe out the 56 because it was a carving error.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us perform a critical analysis. The 62 wrong views held by some non-Mr. Shrupe Chang Song Gashiki Dao can be summarized into Rinchen Chu Shu Dune Shu Bayina. Good. The translation is fine. Yeah.
All right. It was some.
Let's have someone. Well, you know the monkey and the typewriter thing.
I've heard it a few times. Luckily.
Oh, Chloe doesn't know this saying.
Uh-oh.
They must have it in Beijing. If a monkey types on a typewriter for 10 million years, Shakespeare will come out somewhere. By accident, Shakespeare will come out.
Eventually.
Never mind. Means Nick did a sentence correctly. Okay.
Which is.
You want to pick someone, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Could you?
Yeah, Mike. Mr.
Yay,
Piano.
Mike is here. We just need a guitar player. That's what we're short.
I can do it. I can make
Yeah,
it.
you're a Dan. You
Oh,
can't
sorry.
do it. He's in control.
I got it.
Deyang Keshi Gangzak Gi Dakla Tsam Ne Dripa Yinla Keshi Kakna Gangzak Gi Dakme Tempe Nudumi Rungshing.
Very nice. I think the translation's good too. Let me see. Since the questions from the outside are predicated on the idea that people inherently have self, if you deny that inherent distinction,
Yeah, this is. I have to change
Kish-
this. I have to change this again.
Yeah, since they're all the controversial questions that were asked to Lord Buddha that he refused to answer, like does the world have a beginning or does the universe have an end, and he refused to answer. They were all based on the idea that things were self-existent, right?
Mhm.
They were all based. They all started off from the idea that there was a person. Okay. And if you cancel the thing that has the quality, you see,
Yeah.
they were inappropriate people. They were inappropriate to answer about the qualities of a thing that didn't exist because they were inappropriate to teach that the thing didn't exist yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
They were asking about details of something that didn't exist. And it was
Mhm.
too early to tell them an answer to the details because the thing they're asking about doesn't exist.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm, mhm,
Does a
mhm,
self-existent person have red hair or black hair?
mhm. Yes.
That's their question. Then he just said, anybody have any soda? Or he changed the subject. Okay. Okay. Hey, Nick, Mike is begging to do one more.
All right, Mike.
Okay.
This one? Oh,
I think this one, right? Yeah.
yeah. Geshe Michael min tepe.
Nice.
Driwa de len lung duma tempe.
Nice.
Lung duma tempe tabu chushi shejala.
How come a new guy can do better than the guys who've been here 8 years? I don't know. All right.
So once
It's
again,
called beginner.
maybe he's
Keishi
been-
Meibe Keichu. What's that mean, Nick? Being going to make
Sure.
ultimate distinctions with.
Yeah, so
okay.
obviously I went a little far with my translations of Keishi and Keiche. So
Yeah, I would just cancel the ultimate part because
Yeah.
what it says is you can't discuss the qualities of a thing that doesn't exist.
yeah,
You can't say it's big or small if it does exist. You can't
Okay.
ask if the universe has a beginning or the universe has an end if there's no universe.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Therefore, he refused to answer such questions. We call them the 14 unanswerable questions. Okay. Or I would more say they're answerable, but not in a way that would satisfy the other person. So I'd say unclarified or something. Yeah. Or he made no pronouncement. The universe has an end.
But it has this Jawa, so we want to say what we call them, right?
It's more formal than that. He refused to make a pronouncement about it. Yeah. It's not that he didn't say anything. He just refused to give his imprimatur about it. You see what I mean? It's a formal language.
Official decree?
Yeah, he refused to make a pronouncement. Okay, good.
Of course. But here's my question, Geshe Michael. And tell me, maybe I'm off. But we have this Sheja here, which
yeah, and
I'm
that's why
understanding
we call
saying
them.
we call them this, like we call the questions this.
Yeah,
right?
that's why we call them the 14 unpronounced.
Okay, the 14 unpronounced.
Points that were not clarified.
Okay, I'll put this for now.
Okay. By the way, you don't get the 14. Ben's text is a wonderful reference text. Once you get through it, it took us like 7 years and we finished it. And now you can use it to open up other books. And that was the whole idea of having 12 translators. You got one more paragraph here, Nicholas.
I think at least one. Yeah, I got a couple more from my
Okay, who's reading?
Mike, can you pick somebody?
Rebecca, I just met a girl. The cat wanted to do it. Okay, first paragraph here. Damn.
Dayang Nungi Tala Tempatang Chime Tala Tempatang
This ta and this t, they should be different.
Ta
Ta
la
den. Good.
Tala Tenpa
No,
ten.
not temba. Temba.
Ta la Tenpa
Nice.
Tang Nyang Yen Le Nyang Yen Le and Depa la pen
Dembe.
denbe
Yeah.
tala
Tawa.
shi tang
Very
shi tang lu sokla denbe
Good.
tawa niso.
Nice. All right, very good. Let's read it together. And these can be divided into 4 based on a first beginning. Good. The 4 based on a final end. Good. And the 4 with a view based on Nirvana.
Is that what the Tawa is doing there? I don't understand Tempe Tawa.
The Tawa is distributes to all these groups. There's 4 groups. Yeah. So
They
you
say
just
Tawa twice.
yeah, but what he means is Lungi Tala Tembe Tawa Shi, Chime Tala Tembe Tawa Shi, Yangene Depa La Tembe Tawa Shi, Luso La Tembe Tawa Ni. Yeah. So 4 wrong views relating to the beginning of the universe, 4 wrong views relating to the end of the universe, 4 wrong views relating to nirvana, and then 2 wrong views relating to the body and life. Yep.
Okay.
Good.
So Tawa
Good.
Tempe
That's okay.
wrong views. Wrong views relating to.
Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is Tsongkhapa's very early work on the perfection of wisdom when he was 25 or something. And he was not seasoned, he was not experienced, but he was factually quite careful. So it's kind of boring. And no one ever uses it much, but it's good for lists of stuff. He's very careful about lists. So that's what we're using this. We extracted this because it's a good list of the 14 views that Lord Buddha refused to clarify. Not because they couldn't be clarified, but because the thing they were asking a clarification about didn't exist. Okay? Okay. Does the flat world have blue oceans or red oceans? You see what I mean? And then you're like, I'm sorry, I can't answer that.
Makes me want to stay quiet too.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's go to the next paragraph. Who do you want to read?
Rebecca, can you pick it up, please?
Translation's fine.
Savan.
So
can you guys hear that?
I can hear a monkey in the background.
He just busted in on me. Just say a quick hello to Geshe Michael, and then I gotta get back.
Hi, Boo Boo. Are you hiccuping?
What?
What?
Are you hiccuping?
What?
Are you hiccuping?
You sound like hiccuping. I told you not to eat turtles from your backyard. I told you that.
Did you eat turtles?
No.
Hey, Nick.
School.
Hey, Amelie, you want to hear something serious?
What?
Me and Veronica, we're going to go visit our granddaughter next week. And so we got a book of jokes for 2-year-olds. And I just want to see if you think it's a good joke or not. You ready?
What?
Why does a giraffe have a long neck?
I don't know.
Because his feet smell.
What did he say?
Because his feet smell. See, mommy, I got to get back to work.
Never mind.
Go see her, I say. Can you close the door, please?
We were sorting them out like, she won't get this one. Oh, she will get this one.
She got it. She just went like this.
We couldn't get half of her. All right,
it was a dad joke. That's why. So you do these honorary.
Yeah. No, it's a granddad joke. Tamboni.
Tamboni.
Samani.
Dangzagi dangjikten. Dagpadang. Mi dagpadang.
Nice.
Ni kain padang.
Yeah.
Ni kamayin partabao.
Okay, now this is a trick explanation. Can you go back to that paragraph, Nick?
Sorry about that.
So this is a trick explanation because he gave a blanket refusal to answer. But if the audience had been more intelligent, which one of these were correct? They said to him, "Oh, Lord Buddha, what about gong socks and jig dance? People in the world, are they dakpa? Are they unchanging? What would you normally say?"
No, they're not
No,
unchanging.
I wish. But I didn't have to go to the doctor twice today. Then are they mitakpa?
Usually we would say yes.
We'd say yes. Are they both?
Nope.
No. Are they neither?
No.
No. That's all. So on a conventional level, number 2 is correct. The world is impermanent. Okay? Changing. Got it? But why did he refuse to answer?
Does it have something to do with the fact that there's a dak in there? Gangsa Kitak?
Yeah. They said, oh, Lord Buddha, do pens that come from their own side fall apart or not?
Yeah.
And then he said, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you guys. You won't understand the answer. Got it? Okay.
He said,
It's
don't talk about Atman.
Well, it's just a beautiful thing that we have this in our religion, that there's certain questions that don't have answers because they were wrong questions. I think it's I like it. It's always been, I think it'd make a good teaching or a good class. Talk about that. Okay, who's going to read next? You want someone to choose?
Yes, please.
Okay, make someone suffer.
Hey, Jacqueline, want to suffer?
Jacqueline wants to suffer. Thank you. You did good. I just met a girl. Okay, you're on Nipani.
Nipani tadang dan padang tadang ni dan padang ni kayin padang ni kamayin artabao
Tawao.
tawao.
Wow. Tawao.
Wow.
Okay, now $50 to who can tell me why this is a tricky one.
It's tricky because ta here could mean an end or it could mean extremes like in the beginning and the end. Like, so it could mean beginning and end.
Yeah, it could mean front end and back end, like a car. So it's different. Yeah, so Nick, first of all, you get $49. And then you can't use the word end here. You see, you have to say, I don't know what you're gonna say, but see, that makes the translation difficult. You cannot say Lord Buddha refused to answer when asked if things had an end. He said, I refuse to answer if you ask if they have a beginning or an end.
Yeah, we could just say or end.
Front end or a back end. You could, but anyway, think about it. I don't think there's a good English way to say.
Yeah. I'll put this so that I remember.
Okay. Good. So we got how many? 8 done out of how many?
14, sir.
14. 3 groups of 4 plus 2. Right. So we finished the second group of 4. Now, Jacqueline's going to choose the next victim.
Miss Kasika.
Yeah, good.
Sumpani, Drolway, Dakrang.
Yeah, it's Doug Trong, okay? It's a weird
Trong.
one. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Doug Trong.
Yeah.
Pencheng, Chungwatang, Min Chungwatang, Ni Kayin Patang, Ni Kamayin Par, Tawao.
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 Da. 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 First column. Da. It does not exist in English. Da.
Ta.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. All right, good. What's Drola?
Liberated person in this case, I think.
Yeah, liberated, past tense. Dark. Yeah, and it's terribly misspelled. Terribly, terribly misspelled. Dark Trong. Dark means self. And Trong means what? Do you guys know? Trong means to die.
Right.
It's an old word for die. Okay. Trong. Like what's Trong Chok?
Oh, to
Yeah, it's the ceremony to help people in the bardo. Okay. The ritual.
And
for the
Geshe
dead.
Michael, good
Yeah.
Gadak is just an acceptable variant of Badak.
No, it's not. The whole thing was terribly carved. So,
Okay.
okay. All right. But it's interestingly terribly carved. I mean, almost impenetrably terribly carved. Okay, but I'm used to it. Dr. Trong. That's what you hired. Dr. Trong Penche from that moment on, Junwa or not?
Do they go on or not?
Yeah. If a person reaches nirvana, do they continue on after death? Or do they meet Junwa if they don't, or do they not continue after death? Or Nika, do they both continue in a way and continue in a way? And do they neither continue nor don't continue? Okay, good. Okay, nice. And like, by the way, these are very reasonable questions, you know, like, hey, after nirvana, where am I going to be? And he says, I don't know. I don't feel like answering.
Fair enough.
Whenever I try that, the people yell at me. Okay, who's next, Nick? You want Jacqueline to?
Yes, please.
Jacqueline, choose the next victim. Venerable Gyaltsen. Do. So, by the way, this is a footnote. We're working on a footnote because the mixed nuts never have the 14 blah blahs in the text and they don't tell you what the 14 are. We don't do that.
All answerable for us.
Yeah, they're not. Everything is answerable according to mixed nuts. Shipani. Lotong. Shipa means I died.
Sorry, here we go.
Shipa means before. Lotong. Shipa.
Shipa.
Yeah.
I have to put my head down.
Yeah.
Shipani. Lusok se zechik tu tawatang.
Good.
Zetata de tabao.
Yeah, and this is a popular topic from the second chapter of the Abhidhamma Kosha. Whether your bodies and souls are the same substance. Good. You know, is the body your life? Or, you know, are they the same thing? Okay, or are they different? Okay. And it's kind of unclear. You know.
I realize that translating it here as soul is taking some liberty, and I didn't know, what you'd say.
So there, it means the life force in the body, and it, you know, you think it's some kind of ancient weird thing, but it's not. It's a real thing. You know, it leaves your body, and then your body is just dead meat. So there must be something that was there before you died, and something that leaves when you die. And is that your body? And the answer is no, because your body doesn't disappear when you die. So there must be some energy in the body that departs the body and leaves the body behind. Okay. But our body is so closely related to our life that we defend our bodies unreasonably against other people. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yay, we finished the fourth. Oh, you're done. Okay, Uncle Nick, let's see here. I gotta go share my screen.
And I know that that was a long one for me sharing my stuff, but it was a long homework.
I gotta go somewhere. A second.
Okay. We can continue off my document if you want.
Nah, I got new notes, I think. Let's see, where are you? Ratnamala, here we go. Okay. Okay, we can come back now. Okay. Yay, Ratnamala. We gotta go back up.
Yeah, I think we're at
How
verse
much?
74. I.74.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Are we here, Nick?
Yes, sir.
Okay, would you like to read? Do you want to read this one for good luck?
Sure. Let's do it. Tetar sabmoy chune menki joala misungwa teni ki chirna kepa namki sungcha tang sunja mimpa hada ngansung tu sukpe kunkien tuba tamche kempar sheki mi kempe mayente shendung boy dekonani gipar sungbe chiro.
Good. I want to focus on the second half of the sentence because it's sexy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to say, let's start with tuba, okay? So please translate slow. Tuba tam je kemba.
All of the able ones, all of the all-knowing all-knowing able ones.
Yeah, the
Sorry,
Mr.
sorry,
Know-It-All
the
able.
all-knowing able ones. No.
Yeah, the Mr. Know-It-All able ones. It's not that me can.
Oh, yeah, it's not that they don't know the answer.
Yeah, it's not that they didn't answer because they didn't know what to say. Okay, it's a double negative. It's a little tricky. It's not that they didn't know what to say. And now, Nick, I think it's a really elegant reason, and it's one of the most beautiful reasons I ever saw in a scripture. Now, what was the assertion? Just now.
That it's not that they didn't know.
Yeah, they are omniscient, so it's not that they didn't know what to say. But rather, oh, and by the way, what proves that it's not that they didn't know? What proves that it's not that they didn't know? Okay. What proves that it's not that they didn't know? You ready?
Yeah, they were teaching the suchness. They taught extensively on the suchness of things to others.
Yeah. Don't tell me they didn't know what to say and that's why they didn't answer the 14 things. Well, how do you know they knew what to say? They taught emptiness.
Yeah.
Duh. It's a wonderful reason. It's a very unusual reason. Okay. Don't tell me they didn't know the answer to the 14 questions. Why? They taught emptiness, you idiot. They taught the pen. You think there's something they don't know about those 14 things? Got it? I like that part. Okay, let's go to the easy part.
I mean, when I got it, I was like, oh, this is all Geshe Michael writing. It seems like you wrote it.
I love this thing. Yeah. Okay. Then let's do the first line. De mi suma.
Yeah, they didn't say anything to beings who were not worthy vessels for the profound teachings.
Nice. Okay. And because of that, Kepa Namki.
They know that the wise people are aware that the Buddha knows everything that will be spoken or won't be spoken, like Sungja Dang Sungja Me.
Or they know what they should talk about and what they shouldn't talk about. That's all. Yeah. They
Like
know
subjects of discussion, right?
They see it directly. Okay. So if they didn't answer, there must be a reason. Okay, good. By the way, I think it's a fascinating topic, the when the Buddhists refuse to talk. And it's kind of unusual in any religion that, like Moses wouldn't refuse to talk, right? Or something. I don't know. I think it's cool. Like Peachtree World News, if the guy refused to talk, what would we do? I don't know. Okay, Nick, who's gonna read next?
Oscar, please.
Yeah. Sumpatun duala sum. Samo gielwe sumpatang. De la trakpe nyemiktang. Gielpu kyang sapmoy tuntokpar dampao tamponi.
Okay. By the way, we have 10 minutes to go in this class. at 5 o'clock World Central Time, we will have a discussion of how can you use these things in real life, led by Nick. And Grandpa will disappear. Okay, so get ready for that in your mind. Okay. Now we're to a third major topic of Nick's book, which, by the way, is one of the most famous books ever written in Buddhism. And maybe one of the most useful books in Buddhism. It's kind of a lam rim with a heavy emptiness teaching in it. It's like makes it priceless. Okay, so Dundua means he's gonna what, Nick? I'm gonna Dundua
summarize. He's gonna summarize the major points here, the meaning.
Yeah, before we get too far into this text, let me summarize for you the main points. Okay. First of all, Samo was Galwe Sumba.
The profound was spoken by the victors.
Yeah, and victor is spelled Gelwa. Okay. Gel means to be a victor. And so just note the wa. Gelwa means victor. Okay. So the victors did teach emptiness. And there's a lot of namings if you jakpa to this stuff.
There are problems if you are afraid by those teachings.
Yeah, you shouldn't get freaked out. Jakpa means you shouldn't get freaked out. Okay, all right. And now Gyalpu, not Gyalwei.
Yeah. Gyalpu, so the king.
Yeah, the guardian is advising the king,
advises the king
that he should
that he should realize these profound, the meaning of the profound.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful. Imagine someone going to the head of a state nowadays and saying it's really important for you to understand emptiness. Everything you do to other countries is going to come back to you. You know, like it'd be very useful, right?
Just thinking about
that. Okay. We're gonna skip the root text because he sprinkles the root text in his commentary, and that's because there has to be a commentary, and that's because you can't understand the root text. So let's skip it. Okay. All right. Who's gonna read, Nick?
Is Roxana here?
Roxanne.
Or
I don't know.
Ina, are you translating? She probably is. Okay. I see. Duo. We're counting on you.
대달에 발렉배 취 떡바 가와 사모타 강두 양 용수 진잘 매진 땐 랑신키 주베 내 매바 강식 또네 곰바 제발레.
Nice reading. Very nice. Ngepa lekpe chill. What's that mean, Nick?
I think that's the definite goodness, which is a kind of a code word for nirvana, as we learned earlier in this work.
It's always two things.
Nirvana or Buddhahood.
Yeah, nirvana and Buddhahood. Which kind of, you gotta get this sense when you say ngelek for a single person and for everybody. Nirvana for me and Buddhahood for everybody. Because Buddha is nirvana, Buddhahood is nirvana, but it's not this nirvana. Okay, got it? It's topakawa.
Hard to realize.
Yeah, difficult to realize. It's very samo.
It's profound.
And this top means its ultimate limits of that knowledge of ultimate goodness. They are jinjarme.
Not held by many.
Yeah, it's impossible to comprehend, basically.
Yeah.
the limits of nirvana and Buddhahood are not something that a normal human being can measure. Okay. Janme. And then, by the way, Yongsu Zen in the ancient Sanskrit has other connotations also.
Like
what's
a chief?
Yongzen?
Oh, teacher, tutor.
Yeah, Yongzen means a teacher. It means a lot like Shinde Soje. Yeah, it's innovative. So he's making puns through here. Okay. It's hard to be a measurer. Yep.
So does I was wondering, so does the Yongzin, your Yongsu Zin, does it mean someone who completely gets it, like they get it on some super deep
Yeah.
level?
Yeah, I would say that here. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
It's a good question. It's a good question. Sometimes you ask a good question, not too often, but okay. Then rang shinki jupe ne mepa.
Yeah, things don't stay from their own side. There is no staying from through some nature of their own in a basis. There's no basis for anything, basically.
Yeah, and when you realize that things are empty, basically, when you realize that things are not there,
you got to habituate yourself to it.
Yeah, and then you get used to that idea. Okay, good. We still have some time. Who's going to read the next one, Nick?
Cutting.
Tekpasum ge jabutope zabmo nizope sang ge tamche sikpa namki tingenzin gelpoi de la sokpa nam le sungpar she par rao.
Nice.
Nice. Your Tibetan's getting better and better. Tekpasum?
The three ways or the three tracks in this case.
Yeah. Good. Jebu tope sabmondi.
I think it's the profound which leads us to achieve the result of all three tracks.
You could kind of say that. Zope sange tamche sikpa.
That all total and complete Buddhas realize. See.
Yeah, that profound thing that they already see. You can shepacha.
We can understand it's what is taught
from
in
what they
sutras like the King of Concentration.
Yeah, the King of Concentration, which is it's a sexy name and it's a sexy sutra, and someday we should translate it. The King of Meditation Sutra. Okay.
Is it long?
Samadhi Rajas Sutra. I think it's not too long. So I went and got you some of what he said in that sutra. If you're interested, you can chew on it. Okay. And there's a lot of images here about echoes, mirages, dreams, stuff like that. Moons on the top of the lake water.
Love that one.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the part that they're talking about. Nipani means de la tape nime. What's that, Nick?
The problems with getting scared.
Yeah, don't let emptiness freak you out. Okay, like don't let emptiness freak you out. Understand in advance that it could freak you out and don't get freaked out. Okay. All right. Who's gonna read this last paragraph, Nick?
Let's see. Let's see who's here. Sorry, Tin, are you here? Tin?
I think he's eating croissants. Are you eating croissants? Or are you eating what's this? Oh, Nick.
Tin.
Oh, Tin. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's what I was asking.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay, Tin.
Oh, there's Roxana. Oh, okay, next time.
Shall I?
Roxana, would you please read?
Okay, of course. Tenjinki Chita Shempe Mepe Chonyi Trakpe Kewo Tokma Mepa Ne Daktu Nyumpar Shempe Tu Rangshinki Drupe Nela Nyumpar Gashim Rangshinki Yopatang Ngar Yopme Par Jimpale Mandepe ni kepanam ni chinchi loktu sumne pungwar ngute.
Nice. I'm going to ask Roxanne a question. What's the difference between Pung Bo and Pung Wa?
Pungpo would be hips.
Yeah, the 5 parts of the person. And what's Pung Wa? Pung Wa is a verb that
pile stuff.
No, it's an old verb that means to be wasted or to be destroyed. Your life will be ruined. It means ruined. Okay. So big difference, right? Pung Bo, 5 heaps. Pung Wa, your life will be ruined. Okay, that's pretty strong, right? Your life will be ruined if you chinji lok to sung. Let's go backwards, Nick.
You hold on to wrong views.
Yeah, if you hold things the wrong way, which you only do if you're a mikepa.
If you're a dummy, an unwise, an unlearned.
Yeah. And you couldn't depa beyond thinking that things are you or me.
You cannot transcend or surpass the holding on to things as if they truly existed or didn't exist at all.
Yeah. And you are really gawa. You remember gawa. You abi gawa. Rangshin Kupa. The idea that things were wrong.
You love stuff that exists from its own side, or you love to think that things.
I love that. Okay. And I love to think that things have a doc.
A self.
Yeah, it's talking about the pen. Okay, it's not some idiot in a philosophy class who says Atman, everything has an Atman. It's not that. It's anyone who thinks a pen was made in a factory. Anyone who thinks an idiot is not coming from them. Okay? This is why life is depressing right now. Okay, all right. Who are attached to the idea of a self. How long, Nick?
Tokma Mepa, since beginningless time.
Yeah, so it's a little hard to get over the habit that you've had. It's not like you started smoking marijuana last week. You've been doing it for zillions of years. Okay. And you are jakpa by this chu.
You're afraid of this teaching.
Which says that ne me.
That nothing stays.
Yeah, nothing was ever there. Nothing was ever there that you thought was there. Okay. All right. Then that's frightening. And Nagarjuna, this is the most famous place in scripture where Nagarjuna says, please don't be freaked out. Things that the pen's not coming. The pen wasn't made in a factory. Please don't freak out. Okay. This terrible person you see is you. You're seeing yourself in the mirror. Don't get freaked out. All right, cool. This is a non-freaking out advice verse of all time. Okay. Okay, Nick.
Is the two, sorry, just a quick question. It says, Daktung Ampar Shempe Tu Rang Shinki Chupa. Is it just saying from the heart, because of how strong your attachment is, then you love stuff that exists?
Yeah, exactly. Tu, you got to umlaut it. Tu. Without the S, it's tu.
Right.
With the S, it's tu. Okay.
All right.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Chu. Okay. I'm out of here. You get these other guys to work a little bit.
You got it. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was amazing. It's really
wait, don't cry, Nick. Next three paragraphs.
Okay.
Jik. And we can't. Jik, 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 We can't forget this if we don't read Lop. This, by the way, this paragraph that begins with Lopen, Shiwa Tzu, I'd like you to translate that first.
Okay.
I'd like you to translate that first. And there are some major differences between what our author says and what Shantarakshita said in the book. So I got the book for you. Here's what Shantarakshita really said. Okay. And it's quite amazing. So Nick, let's forget the homework. Translate just this paragraph, Lopen Shiwa Tzu, okay?
Okay.
And then translate what he really said.
Okay.
Okay. They're quoting him and they're quoting him wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
And what he really said, what they say he said is pretty cool. What he really said is amazing. Okay. And if you can, your homework is to figure out the difference. Okay. Which is very interesting. Okay. So forget those other two paragraphs. Start with Lopen Shiwa Tzu, finish that paragraph, and then go down to the one in the big letters, which is what he really said. And it's amazing. Okay. Cool. Cool ski.
Cool. It's cool ski. Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here and eat popcorn. Bye.
Enjoy. Bon appetit.
Yeah. No.
All right. All right. Now we can party. So, he's still there. Don't do anything bad. Just kidding.
I'm just trying to give you. Oh, we got to keep that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you, Geshe. Thank you. It's great to see you. So I don't know, guys. I want to hear from you all. I personally think that this kind of topic of when it makes sense to answer and when it makes sense to stay silent is very practical. And I've seen people practice it really in difficult situations. So, I mean, obviously what we're talking about here is a pretty specific, situation where somebody wouldn't answer because it might give the wrong philosophical idea to the listener. But there may be times for us, maybe every day, where it would make more sense for us not to answer because maybe our partner or friend or coworker or whoever won't understand us correctly. Or sometimes we need to take some time before we answer so that we can make sure that we are communicating ourselves in a way that's calm and clear and hopefully, getting the idea that's in our mind across to the mind or minds of the people with whom we're trying to communicate. At least I find that there's times where I wish that I didn't answer in life, including in mixed nuts class, because I'll mostly blurt out stuff even when I'm wrong. And then I just wish I didn't answer or kept myself on mute.
Mute button.
The 14 muted answers. Does would anybody like to share on this topic or something else that came up today for you in the text?
We got one victim here. There we go.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi. Hey.
I was just thinking, like when you ask your Lama a question about your life or something, or about anything, and they don't answer you. Not that that's ever happened to me, but hypothetically, just like how difficult and frustrating it is, because you're like, but you're omniscient, and I really will do whatever you tell me to do. So if you could just tell me And then so often they won't tell you because you have to figure it out yourself, which is so awful. That there's like a power to figuring things out yourself. And like, you know, how they forced you to grow by not just giving you the answer. Like you have to read the book to the end. You have to get to the end yourself. Really, and in the end, we are getting there by ourselves. They're guiding us, but we still have to do the work. But gosh, it's so frustrating. And then like as a teacher, you know, if you have your own students, to know when you have to back off. And I would think that maybe as a parent, it's the same, that you have to figure out when to back off and let the student or make the kid make their own mistakes so that they learn, because sometimes people don't really learn just by you giving them the answer. They learn by figuring it out themselves. So anyway, that's what came to my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for sharing. It made me think of the modern version of this as maybe the 14 unanswered emails.
Right.
The 14,000 unanswered emails. You know, it's funny you bring that up. In this context, I have found that most of the time, this isn't to give you anybody who's listening a free pass here, but most of the time when I don't get an answer to one of those questions, I actually have a very easy time knowing the right answer myself. I just realized I didn't want to admit it or something.
Sometimes if I ask the question, just I think by the power of having the faith that the Lama knows the answer, then sometimes I get the answer just by asking the question, even if I don't get an answer back. Sorry about the emails, but sometimes it does work for me to do that. I suppose I could just ask the question in my meditation and not send the email. That would probably be a better option.
I'd sleep email or something, wake up in your sleep. Cool. Yeah. I know what you mean though. It's cool. It's a cool thing. It's cool to think about how we all have our own inner guide, like what you're talking about. We can all be, you know, especially if everything's coming from you. Anyway.
Well, the funny thing is, I do think though, I mean, I'm saying like we need to come up with our own answer, but I still do think that the Lama is, I think the power of asking the question, I think that they, even without getting the verbal answer, they can still give you the answer. Do you know what I mean? I know I'm saying you're giving yourself the answer, but I still believe they're giving you the answer.
Yeah.
If you have enough faith that empty, you know, the power of that.
Absolutely.
And understanding.
Chloe has them.
Yeah. Okay, I'm leaving now.
All right.
Nice to see you.
We got Chloe Ma.
Hey,
Hello,
Chloe.
Nick.
Hey, nice to see you.
So thank you for the class today. I love Nagarjuna, everything about Nagarjuna. I think one thing came to me today is the enlightened beings can answer anything, but they chose to skip it and teach emptiness to other people. So that's a choice. So to me, it sounds like I can make better choices on where to put my energy, where to use my time and breath. I can be answering these invalid questions, or I can be studying Nagarjuna. So, you know, it's like I can be hanging out with people doing random things, or I can be attending some study groups or coming to mixed nuts, because that's a choice. That's a personal choice. So yeah, it's an example of not because I know or I have the capacity to do this, I need to do it based on request. I get the truth.
That's an interesting point. Yeah, I like that. Talking about just figuring out how not to waste your time. And I was on the phone with the IRS the other day, and I didn't want to
Oh my
answer
God.
any questions. I just wanted to stay silent and go study emptiness and study Nagarjuna. So we have to find that balance, I guess, between dealing with the things that we have to deal with. Wow. But I know exactly what you mean. That's really cool. Thank you for sharing. And then we have to go in 2 minutes. So my last thought about it that I'll share again is just that sometimes I think that the best way to, if you're disagreeing with somebody about something, maybe it's helpful to, it's not only helpful for you to not answer so you don't say the wrong thing, but maybe sometimes or most of the time, like it's good to not reply in any particular way because they'll work it out. Like if they are indeed making a mistake, maybe the kindest thing you can do for somebody is not to try to point it out, which might make them less likely to come to any conclusion that's true, but to stay quiet and let them work it out for themselves. A mistake that I have made. So it's sometimes maybe it's compassionate to not answer if you have like an agenda or something. Maybe it's more compassionate to stay quiet, if you know what I mean. Anybody else? We have 1 minute before Juan kicks me out. I don't have much time. He's rushing me.
He's on his way, Nick.
I see him. I know he's coming. All right. Well, that's probably good. Let's give him some time to get set up. Hi, Juan.
Hello,
Where is Juan?
Nick.
There he is. What's up?
Yeah, now that Tim is not around, your name is very clear.
We'll see how long that lasts. I wrote to Jigme that I'm. People
About
often
what?
call me Tim, okay, but I'm the ruggedly handsome one, and Tim's the handsome, intellectual-looking one. That's how you can tell the difference between us. I realize that.
It's just because you both have scruffy beards.
Does Tim have a beard? I didn't know he even had facial hair. That's amazing.
No, since he went to France.
He's growing up.
He's probably got like one of those teeny little goatees.
Something like that, and he's so wee all the time.
All right, take it away, Juan. Good to see you, brother.
Okay, let me do it. And just before we start, I'm gonna here in the room, I have to screen my own. I have to mirror my own screen.
Sure.
Yeah, share. But just it's for here. Is that gonna work? No.
Is Juan mute?
Yeah, no.
Now we can't hear you guys at all. Unanswerable. Don't take my advice too literally.
Let's play the video. Mute.
Oh. I was about to kick a beat. I can oh.
Okay. So here we are following this guy. We have been following him. We think he's about to do a sneaky thing. So we are, I don't know, we are trying to figure out what's he doing, leaving his house so late at night in an obscure parking lot in Arizona. Fixer Jr. Who knows? Only God knows what he's up to. We're gonna confront him right away. What are you doing in a empty parking lot so nice in Arizona?
I don't know.
Let's go. So this guy ran away. Apparently he's scared that we find out what he's up to. But we're not gonna give up. Something is fishy here. Gina and Francisco are helping me just in case he gets aggressive to help me contain.
We follow Rob Haggerty after he disappeared and we find out this long line of people. Then Lindsay shows up and we start questioning where is Rob. She spills the beans. All of a sudden we see another suspicious character showing up.
That's really bad.
So
Watch it again.
the thing is this. We don't really. I think people can hear me. No, you cannot hear me. People can hear me.
It could be a little louder, but yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
Maybe if you got closer to the microphone.
It's very weird what Rob Haggerty was doing last night. So we decided to follow him up and we took some special pictures. You know, Gina, Francisco, and I decided to infiltrate the place to find out what was happening. And I mean, I'm sorry, but we have to share the pictures.
Okay.
We are still investigating what happened actually. But there we are pretending to be just regular people there in the audience. And then one of our special agents was able to catch some interesting pictures. We need to question these guys and see what they really were up to. But apparently, like, very important deals, very important connections happened that night over there. So we'll keep finding out. And next Saturday, we'll be able to know what was actually happening. Maybe we will have to question Rob Haggerty. If he decides he wants to speak without a lawyer, we'll have him here in front of the camera.
14 unanswered questions.
Yeah. We'll see. All right. So stay tuned for next Saturday. What else is coming up? We have the Bhagavad Gita is gonna start right away in 2 more days, basically 3 really, but in 2 we have to set everything up. And for that people who has not yet get the context of what are we gonna be studying with, we want to recommend you to watch 2 videos that the YSI team very kindly prepared for us. You can watch the videos, the previews? No, previews, fine. They will give you context. So you can watch a Michael Johnson's talk and class he gave a few days ago, but you follow the QR, you can watch the video. Or you can, and you can watch also Teresa and Benji when they are connecting the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita with the teachings on Lady Niguma. Follow the QR codes for context, and then see you live on Thursday. Thursday is the beginning, so very, very soon. I think that's it. Oh yeah, and very important. You see these texts that YSI are doing, many of them were written in the ancient language of Sanskrit many, many years ago, before me or Rob or any of us was born here. These texts were already circling the world. And we have here Cristina Casica is going to start a Series 2 course, also review on Series 1 on February 26th, Series 2 on 27th, every Wednesday or every Thursday, 4 p.m. Arizona time or 9 p.m. Arizona time. So if you want to learn Sanskrit, come and check it out. You can follow the QR code or text her directly, I guess. All right. So with us today, we have 2 very cool people who are gonna show some of their projects. First, we have Lindsay with us, who's gonna talk about what she is doing. Which one? Yeah, that's the camera. This is the microphone. So Lindsay, thank you for joining the news today.
Yeah, thanks, Juan.
Very welcome.
Yeah.
So you were talking to me about you want to expand your how do you say the
Good.
reaching all pervasive reaching how do you call that, big scope?
Global.
Yeah, something like that. Excuse my English, but you are expanding. Everything is going so well that now you need more help, more hands to be around and involved in this. So I would like if you can share with us and with the audience what has been going on and what is exactly that now you are looking for.
Yeah, thanks, Juan. So yeah, the Goodnight Book Club is growing.
What's happening? Yeah.
So we're gonna block the light. Tim's house is
Tim's
up
house.
very high, and the sun. Okay, but the Goodnight Book Club is growing, and I want to thank everybody who's a part of it, both subscribing and also the people who are volunteering. Thank you so much. So we are growing and we have some more volunteer positions available. So I'm just here to share.
Okay.
It's closed. Now, yeah, we're good.
Okay, so as we grow, we have more volunteer positions available, and I just wanted to let people know where we need help in case you want to help with this really fun and important project. So specifically, we're looking for some shipping coordinators in different areas around the world. And so what this is we'll send you some books and valise bags, and then you will mail them out to people who live near you. And this really helps us save costs and make sure that more of the fundraising goes to DCC. So we're looking for people to help with this in Europe, in Taiwan, Hong Kong, and Australia specifically right now. So that's one thing.
Cool. So if anybody's interested, they should send an email to goodnightbookclub@diamondcolorclassics.org.
Yeah.
Looking for Lindsay.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
And can I do there's two more, can I say?
Sure, but
Okay. You're good.
I don't have them. Do you have them?
They're right there. They're on there.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay. Sorry. And then the other two things that we're looking for help with is somebody who can help us with some communications, like sending emails when we need them, who can speak both English and Chinese. And then the last thing, maybe I'll come back later for the last thing. But yeah, that's some things we're looking for help with right now. Thank you.
Very welcome, and we wish you the best of success. The other day, I hear from a very special person that I should share a contact with you of a maybe possible person who can help, and I will very, very soon.
That sounds good. Thanks, Juan.
Yeah. Okay. And now we would like to show a video that we were supposed to show, but for some reason we didn't, and then talk about it. So I'm gonna do it again because otherwise people here are not gonna be able to watch it. So I'm gonna do this, share my screen.
Let me close here. Good. So thank you so much for sharing your video. I would like to hear a little bit of what's your own perception and experience coordinating and creating all these programs with CSP, making this content available really all over the world, especially in Asia. But how is your own experience and what's your, I don't know, vision for this next year on CSP?
Thank you, Juan. We just want to share this video with our friends and community online globally. And so we are not recruiting any, we are not starting any CSP group in this year, 2025. We are going to launch a brand new group in 2026 summer. But this upcoming year, we are just going to serve the CSP student, the whole community well, and build a stronger community. And at the same time, because many of the CSP students are serving so many other worldview organizations. So this is what we are going to focus on 2025, just to keep helping our CSP students to apply the classical wisdom in modern business and in their lives. Yeah.
Okay, so apparently it's a year of practice, 2025 to practice what it has been taught, and 2026, potentially new group.
Not potentially,
For
definitely.
sure? Okay, definitely. If everything goes well, I like to say, if we're still alive.
Yes,
I mean,
if we
just,
are
just a joke kind of thing.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing. And yeah, we will keep tuned over the months and over the years to see what else it keeps coming up. For now, we say goodbye, and we'll see again in the news on Saturday to find out what Rob Haggerty was doing that night. So let's go back with Gibson, right? It's Gibson and Geshe Michael Roach.
You.